Are you looking for capital to grow or start a business? If you are, please listen carefully and please enter one of the two codes that I'm going to give you at the end. If you don't have the attention span to watch a video on how to capitalize your business, then I can't help you. Okay. Here are the problems. We're getting a lot of response for people who want capital for their business, and yet they don't follow instructions. Is that a good way to start a relationship with someone who's going to help you fund your company? I don't think so. The other problem is 60% don't show up for their scheduled call. Like, what the hell? How is that a good way to build a trusted relationship? If you don't have the discipline to set up a reminder, if you don't have the discipline to have your elevator pitch ready, if the first question I'm going to ask you is, what's in it for the investor? You have 20 seconds to answer that question. If you can't answer it, that's fine. It means you're not ready to be in front of an investor. So please watch the video to the end. Give me one of two codes that I'm going to give you at the end and tell me you are ready, so I know which people I should invest my time and energy. The calendar is full. We have 16 appointments every single day. 60% don't show up, which means you're taking up precious time away from people who have a legitimate business and who need funding. So please, if you're going to schedule, make sure you are ready. You have your elevator pitch. If you're from an African country, we do not do free first calls. We don't. Click on the group mentoring link. You're going to pay $44. If you don't want to pay $44, then you're not ready for funding. Okay? So if you're from an African country, you're going to post paid $44 ready, okay? Or paid $44. That's it. Okay? If you're from any other country, your code is going to be efficiency. Okay? So which means your elevator pitch is ready. You know what's in it for the investors, and you've set up reminders to make sure you show up for the meeting. If you don't show up for your first meeting, please don't use the excuse, oh, internet problem. Not everybody has internet problems. So please be ready. Start a trust relationship with investors. And if you're not ready, that's fine. Then click on the group mentoring and pay the $44, and we'll help you start getting your elevator pitch ready, your pitch deck ready. Okay. And if you can't explain what you're looking for, what your business is in 20 or 30 seconds, you are not ready. Click on the group mentoring link that's on my TikTok profile, join our group mentoring events, and we'll help you through the process so you can develop the pitch. Okay. So the pitches sound like, I'm in this type of business. I need $1 million. The return for the investor is going to be 16 or 60%. And the exit strategy is going to be 2 or 3 years. And, it's going to be a 2x, 10x return. Or I need an investor that's going to give me $1 million or $50,000 for an exchange, or 10% or 20% of my business. One or the other, right? That's what an elevator pitch sounds like. If you haven't watched Dragon's Den or Shark Tank, then chances are you're not ready for the elevator pitch. We design companies. We redesign companies so they are attractive to investors. Okay? 99% of the people who think they're ready for an elevator pitch, they're not. 99% of companies who think they're ready to be in front of investors, they are not ready for investors. Because if you can't answer what's your differentiation, what's in it for the investor, how are you creating an unfair advantage for your business, if your clients don't see you as overqualified, then you are not ready to be in front of an investor. So be honest with yourself. Click on the group mentoring or individual mentoring if you really need funding fast, and let's get you ready, because you have one opportunity to be in front of investors. If you blow it, you're not going to get a second chance. So don't blow your first opportunity. Again, if you're from an African country, we do not take calls. Click on the $44 link on my profile, pay for it, schedule the meeting. It's extremely difficult to find investors for African countries. We've even tried to get investors for the governments of African countries, and it becomes very, very difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it's 10 times more difficult than in North American or European countries. Okay. And if you feel you are ready to be in front of investors, then tell me you are efficient, you've set up reminders, and you're going to show up, and your elevator pitch is ready. First question I'm going to ask you, what's in it for the investors? Then when you answer that question, then I want to hear more. Okay. But you have, the most 3 minutes or 5 minutes. If you can't explain it in 20 seconds, you're not ready. Click on the group mentoring link, please. Okay. Let me know you've watched this video to the end. Start with a code. I paid the 44 or efficient or efficiency. Okay. Please help us help you. We have a lot of investors. We have investors that, anywhere from $50,000 to $1 million or $10 million. But I'm not going to ask an investor to put, $10 million into a single project. So we may have to find a syndicate of investors if you're looking for more than $1 million. So please help us help you. Be efficient, be ready, join our group mentoring events. Okay? Talk soon.